Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to explain how you can design logo on Canva for free. Now the logo on Canva can be designed for free, and free account will give you a lot of numerous possibilities to go ahead and use the free logo templates that are there. However, if you want to get more designs, you can anyways go ahead and upgrade to Pro, but free account is good enough to design any sort of logo that you're looking for. We'll use the free account and design logo for free in Canva. So in order to design, again, simply you go ahead and click on create button at the top, right? And once you click on create, it will open the create a design page, and then here in the left hand side we'll go with the social media, right? So either you can go to social media, and then from there you can go ahead and see if you have the logo option here in the popular. I don't think there will be something in the popular one, but then let's go ahead and search, right? So you'll simply go ahead and search for logo at the top, and you'll see logo, which is 500 by 500 pixels, animated logo, Twitch logo. So if you want to specifically design a logo for Twitch, that's 800 by 800. So according to the social media or the logo requirement for that particular platform, you will be able to find the dimension automatically, right? For example, you have to use the channel logo on YouTube. I need to design for 800 by 800 to match the guidelines by YouTube. Then you have the sticker or t-shirt logo, etc. So all of that is possible in here. Now we'll go ahead with the, let's say for example, YouTube logo, okay? Or simple logo for company and for website. So we'll simply go ahead and click on the logo, and it will open the new design page with the logo dimensions and a canvas, right? Now on this canvas, I can use the existing templates, styles, elements, text, etc. and update the logo or design a logo from scratch. If you do not want to use any of the existing templates, you can straight away go ahead and start from scratch. You can go ahead, do the background, do the elements or add the elements, then add the text accordingly. But you will be able to see that within the templates, you will see lots and lots of free templates, right? So for example, if you scroll down here, anything that doesn't have this pro icon is free, right? For example, this one is free, this one is free. All of these that you see here at the top are free. These are paid, again paid. These are all free, right? So any of these templates, if you think that that matches to the business that you want to establish or you are already running, you can go ahead and choose. For example, I'm into education, so I'll go ahead and choose the education, or say for example, simply you go ahead, say hotel, right? Something you want to design for the hotel or restaurant, you simply search for that. I want to search for education, okay? I can search for the templates that are for the education. If say for example mentoring, you are into mentoring field, so you choose accordingly, okay? So these are some of the designs that you will be able to get, and choosing the free one is absolutely fine. You can go ahead and use any of the free template and customize accordingly. So let's choose the education one, and then we'll use some of the free one and update it accordingly. For example, this particular logo. Now this particular logo has the plain background, right? So there is no background, and then this is the element, and then there is another element, right? So this particular element has the yellow color. So if for example, I want to just update this particular logo and just change this to, or change the text. So for example, I want to change it to RCV. So simply select the text that was already there and then start typing in the text, and then below I'll double click to select the text in there, and then I'll say Academy, right? So now I have customized this particular logo as the text especially, and now I can go ahead and drag and drop. So if you see dragging, dropping the text, so simply highlight that particular text and then press the left button on your mouse, and then you can hover over, and once you see, if so for example you want to align this particular text in the center, once you see the center line, automatically you know that this particular text is in the center. If you see at the top, the alignment of the text is at the center, you can change the alignment accordingly as well, left align, right align. But in the logo, mostly it will be center align, so I'll keep it as is. I can also change the size of this particular text. Let me change it. Now, the other important thing is, if you want to change the spacing within the characters, so then you'll see the spacing icon here at the top. I click on this spacing, and letter spacing at the moment is 168. Say for example, I want to reduce it to 100. I can go ahead and reduce or increase accordingly. Similarly, the line spacing is at 1.4. I can increase or decrease the line spacing as well. And then anchor text box, whether you want to top align or bottom align, you can choose that as well. So this is for your text alignment, spacing, letter spacing and line spacing. Okay. Now the elements, right? So element, this particular element comes from this particular element section in here. Now if I do not want this particular element, I can go ahead, click on elements and search for the existing elements. Okay, so in order to search for element of a particular field, I simply go ahead and type in that particular field. So for example, I want educational icon or educational related element. So I'll say education, and simply based on that, the graphics will appear, photos will appear. Now mostly on the logo we'll use graphics, and then you have the videos as well. Accordingly, it will go ahead and search all the required details that you might use. So within the logo, graphics is what we'll use, and now anything with Pro we won't be able to use. But then for free, say for example, anything which doesn't have the Pro account, say for example, I want to use this one, I'll remove the other one, I'll choose this particular element in there. Okay, and now if say for example this background element, I'll just move it a little bit higher, and then I want to change this particular color. So I'll simply click on the color, select this particular element, click on the color, and then choose a new color. So these are the document color, the default color, or you want to add a new color. So I'll click on this plus, and then in this particular palette I can go ahead and choose, or I can provide the code in there to choose that particular color. So I can say for example, I want to make it a little different color, so I change that to different color and then move this particular icon on top of it. Okay, so this is now, and let me center align. So basically now this is center align, move it a little down, and then this is also now center align. You can see the center line in there, and then we'll move the text little down in there. Okay, and align in the center. So left clicking, selecting the element, and then left clicking will hold that particular element, and then you can move and align accordingly, and you will see the alignment lines already if you move the element up and down or left and right. So for example, I want to horizontally align this in the center, this particular bulb icon. So let me move these below in there, and then if I move this, you'll see the solid line means that this particular image is now aligned center in the center. Okay, so horizontally half of the image is at the top, half is at the bottom, and then even vertically half is in the right and half is in the left. So this is basically how you can go ahead and get the alignment indication. If you want to decrease the size, simply at the corner, go ahead, once you see this arrow icon, left click and then resize. Just drag and drop, and accordingly it will resize that particular icon. Okay, so this is about the element resizing. Any other element that you have resizing, changing the color, and then for the text, if you want to change the color, you have this color palette. You can change the text color as well to match your theme, your company's theme, and then to change the font or the size or making it bold or alignment, you simply select the text and accordingly change whether you want the alignment, spacing or list, etc. Alright, now the whole thing is on the white background. If you select the whole, you just click somewhere apart from the elements, you will see now this is the white background. If I want to change this particular background, I can click on this background color icon in here, click on that, and then choose some other background. So for example, I want to change this to a different background or this particular background, and I want to make it light, then I'll choose a color picker and accordingly change the color. Okay, so the background has changed, elements, how you are going to add and search and add the elements simply in the element section. If you want to add a new text, then you simply click on text here and add a text box. So this text box adds a new text box in there, and then you can resize or change the font size of this particular text box and use this particular text box in here as well on your logo, in your logo, right? Change the font, change the size, make it bold, or change the overall display. For example, I want this particular font, right? Or text style. So if I say text style as heading or subheading, I can go to the text style and choose accordingly whether it's subheading or heading. I want to keep it. And then in the font, obviously I have a lot of other available fonts that I want to go ahead and choose and use in my logo, right? So this is basically how you are going to design your logo on Canva for free, and absolutely stunning looking logo with great resolution quality. So now this is, for example, finalized and designed. Now I can go ahead and click on share to download this particular logo and use it, right? So once you click on share, you will see I have this download icon and then WhatsApp template link. This is paid and then present. So basically mostly you will be downloading. So I'll click on download, and then the suggested file type will already be there. The size that is suggested is there, and then simply I'll go ahead and click on download to download this particular logo. Now if you would have noticed, I haven't, so you'll see rcv.png, click on save. I think I haven't changed the name, but because I added a new or updated the text accordingly, the file name was changed as well. Okay, so now the logo has been downloaded. If I go to this particular folder where the logo is downloaded, you will see this is the particular logo. If I open this, now this is the logo that has been designed for free on Canva, and I can go ahead and use it on my website and any other social media accounts where 500 and by 500 pixel is recommended. Thank you. See you in the next one.